Okay, of course nobody wants to get into a car accident, but sometimes the crash feels even worse when you actually read your insurance policy.
Yeah, it's not enough to simply have insurance. You need the right coverage, and NBC7's Consumer Bob is here to explain that.
Yeah, you know, we think we're covered, right? We have full coverage. Well, full coverage isn't always what you think until you start reading the policy. Now, face it, we buy car insurance for two reasons. One, it's required by law. And two, it helps pay for damages if we get in an accident. But what if you don't have enough insurance to pay for those damages? That's a problem that's much more common than you might think. Once you start the engine and step on the gas, you better hope you have good insurance. While no one wants to get in an accident, accidents happen every day.
And generally, the public at large is very unaware of what's in their auto insurance policy.
Ross Jurewitz sees people after they get in a wreck. As a personal injury attorney, Ross says drivers generally don't know much about their insurance until they need it.
Depending on what type of insurance you have in terms of the coverages and the limits of coverage that you've purchased, your results from your auto accident case can be completely different. In fact, it can be drastically different.
My conviction is that the vast majority of people that are out there don't really have much of a clue what they have.
Walt Wagoner has been in the insurance business for 42 years. He says people shopping price alone are sometimes surprised by what is and is not covered by their policy.
Liability insurance with one company might mean that you're covered, your wife is covered, your sons, your daughters, and their friends if you let them use the car. Everyone's covered. With other companies, it just means the person whose name is on the policy is the only one covered. Anyone else drives it, no coverage.
The question isn't so much do you have insurance, but what is actually covered? Most people don't know until they need it.
What you want to do is you want to shop for what your needs are, figure out what you need if you got into a catastrophic accident, or even if you just lost your car for a month or so, what would you need? And then go about calling various auto insurance companies and shop for the best price then.
Jurewitz says drivers are often underprotected when it comes to uninsured and underinsured motorists. Another big mistake.
My experience is that most people carry liability limits which are too low because they don't understand just how much they stand to lose in a lawsuit.
Bottom line, know what's covered in your policy. Insurance isn't cheap, so make sure you're getting what you need before hitting the road. So where's the best place to turn to know if you have enough coverage? Start with your insurance agent. That's what you pay them for, right? Go over the numbers, ask what they mean. Now, Ross Jurewitz says his law firm will go over insurance policies. Other law firms may do the same thing. But again, we look at that, and I tend to be the same way sometimes. I get the insurance, yeah, it looks fine, and I send it off, I send the check, what have you. But we really need to start asking ourselves, how much really do we need and are we getting it?
Is there a perfect time to do it, like when your policy's coming to an end?
Well, that seems like the obvious time, but I don't think so. I think now is the time to do it. If you wait for your policy for renewal, you probably won't do it. You'll be under the gun and you'll pay the check. So do it now. Ask questions. Right now is when we're doing a lot of financial paperwork. We're doing our taxes. So take the time to go over your car and house insurance now, and then do it again every year. It's worth it, okay? You may pay a little more, but it'll be worth it.